A most pleasant good evening to you all. Welcome inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome to Delaware Hockey Network coverage of Salesianum Hockey Season 10 for the Sals on the DHN. As tonight they host the Frozen Tide of Devon Prep in an Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League Prep Catholic Division matchup. Two very familiar rivals squaring off tonight at Fred Rust Arena, and we're glad to have all of you with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. James Witherite joining you all tonight from the 412 Communications broadcast box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena. Jordan Hirsch helping us out behind the scenes. If you join us tomorrow for Philadelphia Little Flyers girls hockey, you'll hear Mr. Hirsch on the call. Man does a little bit of everything. Glad to have him with us here on the 412 crew. Tim Dominic helping us out with the facts and figures tonight. Little Midwestern flair to the press box here tonight from Fred Rust Arena. Salesianum beat the Tide and they're meeting at PNY earlier in the season. Second leg of the series coming up right now. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, we'll introduce to you the starters for tonight's second round of Salesianum and Frozen Tide. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Warm-ups nearing their conclusion here at Fred Rust Arena. as we take you inside the glass right now to meet the starters for Devon Prep versus Salesianum, round 2, here in the first state. Fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League presents a Prep Catholic Division regular season matchup between the visiting Frozen Tide of Devon Prep and Salesianum. Follow your favorite ICSHL team all season long by visiting ICSHL.org, the official online home of the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Frozen Tide of Devon Prep, coached by Matt Fabrizio. Starting in goal, number 36, Aiden Wright. On defense, number 8, Daniel Pucci. And number 6, Josh Vaughn. At left wing, number 89, Connor Natras. At right wing, number 54, Matt Epperson. And starting at center, number 17, Logan Rainey. And now let's meet the starting 6 for Salesianum. Starting in goal, number 1, Sammy Pietropaolo. On defense, number 10, Harry Winchell. And number 12, Peter Brennan. Starting at left wing, number 14, Cameron Willis. At right wing, number 18, Connor Davis. And starting at center, number 20, Michael Salucci. Salesianum are coached by Brian LeBlanc. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League, are Chris Castagliola and Rob Savastano. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Go time in Newark. Salesianum in their home ecruise traveling left to right in opening period play. Devon Prep moving right to left in their away navy blue kits. Devon Prep backstop tonight by Aiden Wright, 1-0-0 on the year with a 3.00 goals against average and a save percentage of .864. Sammy Pietropaulo getting the call tonight for Salesianum, 3-1 on the season with a 225 goals against average and a save percentage of .916. Season 10 of Delaware Hockey Network coverage of Salesianum hockey. How has it been 10 years? In any case, delighted to have all of you with us here on the 412 tonight. Looks like Santa Claus is in the house here at Fred Rust Arena as Michael Salucci and Logan Rainey meet Chris Castagliola for the opening face-off of the night, and they're off. Winchell back at his own blue line. Breaks up the advance of Epperson along the near boards. This is thrown by Brennan. In behind the Devon Prep goal. Controlled now by Cameron Willis. Brought up the near side. Taken away from Winchell. Here's Matt Epperson in a one-on-one. Racing down the puck to the near corner of the Salesianum zone, where he's tied up by Brennan. Salucci coming back the other direction. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Sals. Salucci steered to the far corner by the back-checking Josh Vaughn. The captain of the Frozen Tide, solid defensive player. First shot of the game came from the right half wall and Harry Winchell, but it was steered wide by Aiden Wright. Play obscured in the near corner as Epperson and Winchell contested a puck. This is cleared by the Tide. Natras putting the forechecking heat on Winchell. 68 seconds into the game. Salesianum looking for that first change, and they've got it now. Melican advances the puck up the right wing boards to Henri Gravel. He let it go just before red. This is going to come back and icing. With 1 minute and 22 seconds gone in the first period. Attacking zone draw coming up for the Tide. Danny Donegan flanked by Rabinger, and once the right winger turns his back to us, we'll let you know the third component of that line. It is Braden Russo. Russo doing Russo things, leading this team in offensive productivity, 8 goals and 7 assists in 6 games played. So a little quick math, that's 2.5 points a game for number 48 in Devon Prep Blue. Russo centering pass. Rabinger took aim from in close. Pietropaulo didn't have to move a muscle, that was off its mark. Trying to push the puck clear up the middle was Oliver Sheff, but the Tide hold it in. Ryan O'Rourke topped the puck coming to the top of the slot. He chased it down to the far side, got a shot away. It was paddled by Pietropaulo to the near side. Thrown back in behind the cage by Russo. Controlled now by Sheff, but not cleared. Melican plays it up the left wing boards to Sean Albert. Advance further beyond the reach of Henri Gravel. Here's Eves. Off the breakout pass from deep in Devon territory, courtesy Danny Dowling. So Eves leads the re-entry to the Salesianum zone for the Tide, but taking the puck away is Blake D'Italia. Mitchell back to D'Italia, dodging a check. Touch pass from Kropp, trying to set up Mercante across the center logo, but the pass was just off its mark, and back come the Tide the other direction. Eves pursuing off the Pucci takeaway. Kropp clears from blue line to blue line. Micah recovering just inside the Tide line. The centering pass from Callahan originating from the far corner of the Devon zone. Didn't connect. Here's D'Italia on the re-entry. He dumps the puck in. Josh Vaughn recovers for the Tide, taken away quickly. Knocked off his feet trying to shoot. That was Brandon Bach. Vaughn off his backhand the other way. Gains the red line. Shovels the puck deep into the Salesianum zone. We are 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the proceedings from Fred Rust Arena. Scoreless yet between the Tide and the Sals in this lengthy feeling out period. Selfus bodied off the puck, holding the right point is Winchell. Selfus. Pucci plays the body on Brandon Bach. Trying to steer the puck free is Epperson up the near boards. Selfus protects. Bach drawn back to center. Throws the puck back in. Over the Devon Prep blue line. Selfus bodied by Ramey. Had his options limited just upon gaining the zone. And now Vaughn waits before trying to float a breakout pass up the far wall, but he's intercepted by Selfus. Selfus plays the carom shot. Pucci and Gutowski met in the near corner. Taking the puck away is Epperson, and this is cleared back to center. Long clear from Vaughn. Nearly took a blindside hit from Salucci, but he sends the puck off the near glass all the way back into the Salesianum zone. This goes up over the glass and out of play, and we've got a pause with 12 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first period of a scoreless game from Fred Rust Arena. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. The law office of Heather A. Long, presenting partners of the Delaware Hockey Network. If nothing else, we've established the tone of this game is going to be chippy. Donegan all by his lonesome, surrounded by Salesianum players. Sent a shot in from the half wall. It ricochets off the post, and Pietro Paolo's going to hold for the pause in play with 11:35 to go in the first period. Face off to Petey's left. Fresh skaters for both sides. Eves and Sean Albert take the draw to the left of Pietro Paolo. This is shot on and saved by Petey for another break in play. 11:31 to go. Same centers, same situation. And the Sals clear their zone at least momentarily. This comes back to Melican. Advance to Sean Albert, just gaining the zone, taken away by Jan Bach. Hillenbrand, the recipient of the drop pass at the left point, sees his shot trickle wide. Gutowski the other way. Got the puck off Albert's stick, but it bounces into the far corner of the Devon Prep zone. Micah could not clear. This is thrown up the far boards by Hillenbrand. Icing waved off. D'Italia tried to play the carom shot behind the net. Jan Bach offering forechecking resistance, and now Brian Ward drives into the near corner, meeting James Mitchell. They're at the center of a two-a-side scrum for the vulcanized rubber with 10:40 to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game from Fred Rust Arena on this Friday evening. Too many players on the ice, says Rob Savastano. And with 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go officially in this first period, Salesianum will go down a man for the first time tonight. This penalty kill could be brought to you by, well, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available here on the Delaware Hockey Network. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. The Salesianum penalty, bench minor, too many players on the ice. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 33 seconds in the first period. Salesianum, bench minor, 2 minutes for too many players on the ice at 6:33. Russo in close, stonewalled by Pietropalo. Shot in from the point was blocked by Davis. That shot came from Donegan. Russo cross ice feed. Connor Davis corrals the loose puck and he heads a 2-on-2 counterattack. Salucci across the slot. Davis, no sir! Aiden Wright stacks the pads for the save on an A-grade chance in the works for Salesianum. 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. That long shot from Dan Donegan is sticked away by Pietropalo. Trying to weave through traffic again, Donegan. Played behind the net to Russo. Kick to the top of the zone, thrown in by Dowling. Shot was screened, but Pietropalo came up with the save, and the Sal's clear with 35 seconds to go on the too many players on the ice minor being served by Sean Callahan. Shot 6-2 right now in favor of Devon Prep, 20 seconds to go on the Tide's first man advantage of the night. A healthy and festive cheering section lining the glass in the Devon Prep zone. Play on the other end with Daniel Pucci. Double team shooting. Pietropalo squared up for the save, and he comes up with the secondary chance too, having the last word on a pair of frozen Tide attackers and bringing play to a halt. Here it comes again on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. Pucci with the initial shot. The follow-up coming off the stick of Logan Rainey. Held on to by Pietropalo for save number 8 on as many shots as he's faced. 8:16 to go here in the first period of a scoreless game. Another Pietropalo freeze brings the face-off to the near side from our vantage point. Mercante and Rainey. Logan Rainey lost his footing but held on to the puck. O'Rourke brings it behind the net. D'Italia could not wrest control. Vaughn steps up at the near half wall. Taking it away and clearing is Callahan. O'Rourke sends it back the other direction. Delayed offside as Vaughn lost his footing and had to hustle back to the neutral zone to stay alive with the play. That gave Salesianum the opportunity to reset. They've been outshot 8-2 through the first 9 minutes and change here in the first period, as the Tide have mightily controlled the momentum in the early stages of this hockey game, but Sammy Pietropalo has been the big difference maker. Savastano says no icing. Epperson and Winchell race to the puck. And now in Brennan's control, it's played up the left wing boards to Aiden Gutowski. Here's a Sean Albert shot from distance, blockered into the back glass by Wright. Puck loose in front, Gravel couldn't finish on the welcome mat. The Tide take it away. Albert plays the body. Gutowski centers. And a delayed penalty is coming up against Salesianum as this Russo shot glances off the Pietropalo pads. And the Sal's touch up for a pause in action with 6:45 to go. In the first period. Gutowski off for tripping. And back to the PK. Go the gentleman and crew. Salesianum penalty. Assessed to number 49, Aiden Gutowski. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 15 seconds in the first period. Gutowski, 2 for tripping at 10:15. Russo winds up, long shot into the Pietropaulo pads. And Davis clears. Salucci took aim from distance. You could hear the puck rattle off the corner glass. The gallery obscuring our view of that near corner as Russo led the re-entry for Devon Prep. And now Hillenbrand works the puck back to Daniel Pucci, who throws it into the slot from distance. Intercepted and walked free by Davis. Davis in a 1-on-3. Bodied off the puck by Pucci just inside the blue line. Stretched past the other way. Bach gave way to Brennan. Dowling with the loft back in. Russo tags up. But D'Italia had time to recover the puck, and he'll send this up ice for Salesianum with 36 seconds to go. On the Gutowski penalty, 5:18 to go in the first period, and no score. Wraparound chance from Willis was denied by Aiden Wright. Last 20 on this second Salesianum PK. Rainey working the corner. Plays the puck back to the top of the zone. And Vernacchio. Four and a half to go in opening period play. D'Italia could not clear. Vaughn holding the left point shot. It was intercepted by Brennan. O'Rourke recovers deep in his own zone for Devon Prep. The advancing pass to Eves up the middle. Bounced off his stick and was cleared back across neutral ice. Long chance from Hillenbrand. Sticked into the near corner by Pietropaulo inside 4 minutes to go in the first period. Another long shot from the point, and Ryan O'Rourke intercepted in a congested low slot area. Pietropaulo steadies. Winchell shrugs off a hit from Hillenbrand but couldn't clear. Kropp hassled in the far corner. This will be walked ahead by Melican. Cross ice feed. Sean Callahan in up the right wing boards. Centering pass on the doorstep. Mercante was checked as he got a shot away, and it was directed into the far corner of the Devon Prep zone. Now 3:13 to go in the first period. Delayed penalty coming up against the Tide. And as Wright steadies, we will head to our first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. Vaughn's going to go for roughing. DESportsmed.com. The place to go to learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities, including Delaware Sports Medicine's new membership program. The Devon Prep penalty was assessed to number 6, Josh Vaughn. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 2 seconds in the first period. Vaughn, 2 for roughing at 14:02. Salucci Cross ice pass. Davis couldn't reel it in. Puck bounces off the boards and all the way back into the Salesianum zone. Davis pickpocketed by Donegan. Salucci recovers. 2:15 to go. Here an opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. Salesianum looking for the first goal of the game. And this shot from the top of the slot was stick checked up into the protective netting and out of play. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken, all on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Guaranteed you'll be the first star at your next family event. Gravel tried to dipsy-doodle through traffic from the top of the right circle, but lost the puck. He gets it back in the far corner. 35 to go on the power play. Headman pass draws Callahan out of the slot. He protects the puck momentarily. Pucci took it away and sent it clear, and the tide will change defensively. D'Italia back up the left wing boards. Gets the momentum going from left to right for the Sal's again. Here a quick shot from Aiden Gutowski. Waffle boarded aside by Wright. 10 to go on the power play as Salesianum get their fifth shot away. Holding in the corner is Callahan. We've reached the final minute of the first period. Vaughn is back on, and the Tide are back to full strength. Mercante working below the goal, takes a shoulder from Eves in the near corner. They attract a crowd to Grand joining the fray as well. Puck sent by Callahan across ice, backhanded by Salfas deeper into the Devon prep zone, but cleared out by the Tide. Held up by D'Italia at the Salesianum blue line. Final 25 of the first period. Here comes Hillenbrand, trying to toe drag his way past Melican. Pietro Paolo denies the initial shot. Here's Hillenbrand again. That was blocked. Melican directs the puck away, and it's cleared by Bach back to center. Final 5 seconds. Salfas stick handling, looking for somewhere to go, and the horn will sound before Hillenbrand can get a final shot away. Through one period, there is no score between Salesianum and Devon Prep. Back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Go time for period number 2. In this rivalry matchup between Salesianum and Devon Prep, nothing to show for the first 17 minutes. And nothing to show for the first 7 seconds of the second period either, as the puck thrown in from distance is covered by Sammy Pietropalo. Rainey and Davis meet for the draw to the right of Sammy Pietropalo, who stopped 13 of 13 shots in the first period. Salesianum only mustering 6 against Aiden Wright. This launched in by Dowling from the left point, but wide. Puck rolls back to Dowling, confronted at the left point by Cameron Willis. Headman feed saw the Epperson shot go high and wide. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Salesianum moving right to left here in second period play, as Sammy Pietropalo records save number 14 of the night. Devon Prep in those away Navy kits, no sleeve numbers, so player identification a couple beats slower in a lot of cases. Moving left to right from our vantage point here in the second period, after nobody could figure out Pietropalo and Wright through the first 17 minutes. Sean Albert, cross slot pass to Gravel, who works with it now on the near corner. Thrown in by Albert, follow-up shot on the doorstep, and Melican was popped high. Gutowski protecting the zone right in front of us. This taken away and pushed clear by Donegan. Albert recovers just inside his own blue line. Given away to Donegan at center. Floated in from distance. Sheff recovers. Gutowski up the middle. Albert got stick on puck right at center, enough to negate the icing, and he directs this in to the Devon Prep crease, where Aiden Wright covers for a pause in play. Where's this faceoff going to be spotted? It's going to go to Wright's left with 15:16 to go in second period play. And a 0-0 hockey game before us. Mercante. In for the draw. And he'll get another chance with an attacking zone draw coming up, as this puck will come all the way back 160-some feet down ice as the result of an icing against the Frozen Tide. So Mercante again getting some help this time, in the form of Callahan. Steering the puck away was Graydon Micah. Dowling pulls back behind his own goal. Krop the forechecking presence. Micah clears. Jan Bach couldn't reel the puck in. And this will come back another icing. 14:41 to go in the second period. Rainey and Mercante. Scrum over the dot. Krop with the shot. Off the centering pass from Callahan. Sticked away by Wright. Crashing the net. Sean Callahan Couldn't corral the puck in time for a secondary chance. Rainey and Mercante battle in the near corner. Callahan gains the puck and he skips it across to the far side where Matt Epperson recovers for the Tide. Cross ice feed, Natras from long range. Petey holds for the pause. Coming to the 3-minute mark of the second period, still scoreless at Fred Rust Arena. Tide and Salesianum with nothing to show for 23 combined shots on goal. The big guns back on for Devon Prep and Donegan and Russo. And Salesianum thanking their lucky stars that Crossan is no longer a threat. Puck over the glass and out of play. There a glance of the gallery lining the near corner boards. Another puck over the glass and out. Great atmosphere here tonight at Fred Rust Arena, and these guys here, certainly a big part of it. Keeping the energy high in support of Salesianum. That Pucci shot was off the glass. Puck directed back to Pietro Paolo, and he'll hold for the pause. 13:38 to go in the second. Face-off coming to Petey's right. 15 for 15 in the save department. Devon Prep have done a great job getting pucks on net. Pietro Paolo's answered, though, with solid rebound control and minimizing those second chance opportunities. Braden Russo checked off the puck mid-zone. It ends up behind the net, now controlled by Donegan. He flips it back to Russo, taking aim from the bottom of the circle. Crashing the net, Rabiger tried to finish to no avail. Couple rapid-fire shots from the Tide. Sammy Pietropalo holding his ground once again, twice again. Puck was trapped under Petey's leg there momentarily. That bringing on the stoppage. Both sides playing right to the whistle, and if it's possible for a game to be physical but clean, this is it. Finishing checks, not afraid to play the body. But well within the bounds of the game. You can't ask for much better in terms of high school hockey in the Mid-Atlantic. That shot from Vaughn was denied by Pietropalo. Here's a one-on-one the other way for DeGrand. Delayed penalty coming up. And we'll hear from Savastano as to the particulars. Hooking on Devon Prep's Josh Vaughn. So the captain heading back. And Salesianum heading back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. The Devon Prep penalty was assessed to number 6, Josh Vaughn. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 26 seconds in the second period. Vaughn, 2 for hooking at 4:26. Again, Delaware Sports Medicine power play. in the works right now for Salesianum. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings at desportsmed.com. The Melican shot was blocked. This is taken away by Donegan. Donegan on his horse, diving for the poke check was Melican. Good hustle, stick on puck the whole way. That is absolutely textbook on the back check. Here's Willis. Long shot, held on to by Wright for the Pies. Tim Dominic says no shot. Between Tim and Eli Swope, we've got some terrific statisticians that we share a press box here with at Fred Rust Arena. Tim, a goalie back in his playing days, well, wow! Connor Davis, bar down on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Salesianum strike first. 5:31 into the second period. Let's watch it again. Davis, coast to coast, dipsy doodles through traffic, opens fire from 25 feet. He beats Aiden Wright. And Salesianum are first on the board. Salesianum goal, his 11th of the season. Scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 19, Sean Melican. And number 14, Cameron Willis. Time of the power play goal, 5 minutes, 31 seconds in the second period. Davis's 11th from Melican and Willis at 5:31, a power play goal. And Salesianum pushed back into their own zone to try to do it again. This goes over the glass and out of play. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital, and more. East Coast, West Coast, or anywhere in between, let's talk about how to get you noticed. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com. Sal's win the draw. Callahan finds Kropp. Long shot off its mark right into the glove of Aiden Wright to bring play to a halt with 10:40 to go in the second period. Attacking zone draw coming up for the Sals as they look to extend their lead to 2. Mercante stick handles out of the circle after winning the draw. Centering pass, Kropp was surrounded by Tide players. And this is sent clear by Rabiger. Russo the other side. Stonewalled again by Pietropalo. Russo getting a few chirps from the Salesianum student gallery. Oh my goodness. Kropp net front, fanned on the puck after Winchell put it on a tee for him. Third consecutive Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play coming up. And we'll see what we've got here from Chris Castagliola. Or is it? No. We had the arm in the air for a good while, but a delayed penalty it was not. Bach taken down in the far corner by Melican. Battle for the puck continues. Oh! And this is going to boil over now. So was it Bach or was it Eves? One of them in the far corner taken down by Melican, and tempers starting to flare in the Salesianum zone, and we're going to see here momentarily what's going to go down. We'll get particulars from downstairs as soon as Messrs. Castagliola and Savastano further assess the situation. Looks like Vernacchio and Melican. Both heading off at 7:35. And Salesianum going to get the extra minors. Melican was issued an extra 2 for slashing in addition to the roughing minors. So somebody coming over to serve that. And now we've got the whole story for you. Here we go. The Devon penalty was assessed to number 3, Talon Vernacchio. 2 minutes for roughing. Salesianum penalty assessed to number 19, Sean Melican. 2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalties, 7 minutes, 35 seconds in the second period. Vernacchio gets 2 for roughing. Melican gets 2 for roughing plus 2 for slashing. Time of the penalties, 7:35 in the second period. Dowling up the left wing boards, angled to the corner by Salucci. Couldn't get the puck into the house. Steadied by Davis, he gets it back from D'Italia. Davis stonewalled by Hillenbrand, trying to cut through the top of the slot. Brennan clears. Donegan recovers. 8.5 minutes to go here in second period play. Salesianum with a 1-0 lead over the Frozen Tide. Up a man for the next 45, Danny Dowling. Back to Donegan. Flip to Russo, hard shot off the post. Russo gets his own rebound. He kicks this back to the point and Dowling. Across to Donegan. Russo with all kinds of space. Centering feed. Bach was wide from 15 feet away on the one-timer. Donegan again to Hillenbrand, crashing the net. And this is in. So the Tide even it up on the man advantage. And Hillenbrand pots his third of the season. Watching again. It was Hillenbrand off that feed from the left point and Dowling. Putting the Tide back on level pegging. With 7:41 to go in the second period. So a brand new hockey game. And a power play goal for Ethan Hillenbrand. Clearing the slate for Devon Prep at 9:18. Looking for the go-ahead. Pucci stood up by Pietropalo. Devon Prep power play goal, third of the season, scored by number 21, Ethan Hillenbrand. Assisted by number 22, Danny Dowling, and number 68, Jan Bach. Time of the power play goal, 9 minutes 18 seconds of the second period. Hillenbrand's third from Dowling and Bach. At 9:18, it was a power play goal. 6.5 to go in the second of a 1-1 hockey game. Davis gave way to a stick check from Eves. Willis, 1-on-2, found himself outnumbered from the corner in. Pucci recovers in the far corner of his own zone, but he can't get the Tide working back up ice. This is Davis shooting from center point off the back glass. Salucci plays the body. He recovers the puck for the Sal's. The shot from Sheff at the left point was blocked. Follow-up came from Winchell off its mark, too, from 35. 5:35 to go in the second. Davis, Salucci couldn't pick his corner from inside the dot. Winchell across the line. Sheff opens fire from 40. That was wide of the far post. Epperson won the race to the rebound, but he gave way. The centering pass from Willis was intercepted. Davis got the puck back after Eves bobbled. Pucci in the far corner. Again struggles to clear. Eves winds this up from midway in his own zone. This will come back and icing. And Salesianum will get the chance to change up, so too will Devon Prep with 5:02 remaining. Here in the second period of a 1-all hockey game. Salesianum outshot so far by Devon Prep by a more than 2-to-1 ratio. 21-9 by our tally. Sean Albert walking in. Was looking for the net front feed, but Gutowski wasn't there. Gutowski with a steal at center. Tries to walk back in. Sean Albert was offside, though, after a stick check right at the blue line from Vaughn. Here come the Sal's in numbers. The feed from Albert across to Gutowski. Top of the slot didn't connect. Vaughn recovers the puck, and he lofts this beyond center, where at the Salesianum blue line, James Mitchell recovers. Volleyed across the neutral zone, and this will be called back offside. Castagliola signaled the delayed offside. Albert failed to tag up. And as he turned on the forechecking pressure with 4:07 to go, the Chris Castagliola whistle sounds, and back we come to the neutral zone to restart play right in front of the Salesianum bench. Off the Mercante face-off, Wynn Callahan's backhand led to the re-entry for the Sals. 1-1 with inside 4 to go in the second. Pucci plays the hard carom, holding the left point is Brennan. Callahan tried to find Kropp, one-timer, but the net is dislodged behind right, and play is halted. This is going to stay far side, it appears. Yep, that's indeed the case. A little bit of a difference between the high school and the collegiate rulebook here in the Mid-Atlantic. Our high school hockey is played under the USA Hockey rulebook. They permit for the change on those defensive zone infractions. Likewise on the icings. In the college game, that would be a no-change situation for the defending team, as the Devon Prep goalie was unabated in dislodging the net, crossing from post to post. If he were pushed into the net by a Salesianum player, then yes, the tide would be able to change. Moot point, though, here, according to the USA Hockey rulebook. Likewise on this icing. Salesianum getting some fresh legs on with 3:17 to go, and the face-off ending up all the way back in the Sal's end. Couple more Salesianum games on the Delaware Hockey Network for you here in 2025. We'll do it again next Friday. And a week from Monday. Next Friday, the last home game of the season, of the calendar year for Salesianum, right here at the University of Delaware. And then I believe that's against Springford, if memory serves me right. The Rams indeed coming to town. And then on Monday, December 22nd, we take the show on the road as Salesianum will meet the Vikings of Perkiomen Valley at Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and we'll be there with all the action, too, here on the Delaware Hockey Network. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. 1-1 the score. Salesianum's Connor Davis with his 11th goal of the season. Opening the bill, 5:31 in the second period. Ethan Hillenbrand responded with a power play tally of his own at the 9:18 mark to tie it up for the Frozen Tide. 2:12 to go in the second. Bach to Melican. Centering pass. Bach couldn't control the puck. Eves failed to clear. Melican slapper was blocked. He got the puck right back. He tried to skip it net front to DeGrand, who was camped out at the top of the crease. And we've got a man down in the Devon Prep zone. Looked like it was whoever the player was that blocked the Melican slap shot. And with 1:53 to go in the second period, we're going to take a quick timeout.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Was that Hillenbrand being helped off? Indeed it is. He'll get medical attention on the bench. And with 1:53 to go here in the second period, play will resume. To the left of Aiden Wright, who stopped 12 of 13 second period shots, or 12 of 13 shots overall. 6 of 7 here in the second period that he's seen. D'Italia pokes the puck from behind his own goal up the near side. Eves held it in. Bach trying to walk toward the net. Jan Bach shooting. Facing pressure from Salucci, and that puck was deflected into the near corner. Buck 22 to go. Davis working behind his own cage. To D'Italia. Blake D'Italia waiting. He sends this up ice. Here's Davis, give and go. Back to Davis it comes. Off the stick of Willis. He got the shot away, but Wright had the last word. Another dump in from center off the stick of Blake D'Italia. Vaughn could not clear. D'Italia fans on the puck at the point, and Donegan's going to walk this up ice. To Eves, shot, score. Jonathan Eves with his first, and Devon Prep have taken the lead. Watching this develop again. Eves wound up from the high slot. Off the setup from Donegan. But it was the Connor Krause poke check right at the Devon Prep blue line that started it all. And set up the goal. Devon Prep goal, his first of the season, scored by number 63, Jonathan Eves. Assisted by number 19, Daniel Donegan, and number 13, Connor Krause. Time of the goal, 16:24 in the second period. Eves' first from Donegan and Krause at 16:24. Final seconds of the second period ticking away. And the horn sounds at the end of 34. The score through two periods, Devon Prep 2, Salesianum 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back. To the Delaware Hockey Network. And at the end of the second period, Salesianum's Sean Albert was assessed a roughing minor, so the Sal's kick off this third period on the PK. The Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 43, Sean Albert, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes. In the second period, Albert 2 for roughing at 17 minutes in the second period. So trailing at the intermission, and they lose their captain to start the third. Russo, hard shot. Cutting through traffic, Pietro Paolo dropping to the butterfly for the save. Here's Russo again. He gets it back, top of the circle. Cross ice feed. Played back to Donegan. Donegan, lazy one-timer, blocked by Salucci. Salucci's backhand not enough to clear. Donegan leaps to glove the puck down. Melican failed to clear it. And a hand pass is signaled by Rob Savastano. This is going to come outside the line. "68 seconds behind us in third period action. Face-off coming right in front of the 412 Communications broadcast box. Gravel and Rainey meeting for the draw. The Tide gained control of neutral ice. Unable to glove the puck down was Rabiger. Here's Pucci, center point. To Talon Vernacchio, stepping up at the dot. Shot! Was blocked high and away. It was contacted before Pietro Paolo could make a play at it. Shots were 25-14 through two periods in favor of Devon Prep. And the score reflects that ratio with the Tide leading 2-1. In comes Logan Rainey circling behind the cage. He plays this to the right point. And Pucci. Rainey, Vernacchio. Tried to float the puck to Vaughn net front, but he lost his stick as Winchell boxed him out. Salesianum back to full strength, just over 2 minutes gone in the third period. Winchell intercepts net front, and he clears up the right wing boards, but this is going to come back an icing. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. To learn more and to inquire about Dr. Bly's new membership program, visit desportsmed.com. This is another hand pass. Face-off spotted right in front of the Devon bench with 14:22 to go. Donegan and Mercante. Stick handling free is Donegan, but he skates headlong into a 1-on-3 upon gaining the Salesianum line. He lost the puck to Talia, took it away. Kraus, hassled in the near corner, gets a body from Mitchell. Russo gloves the puck down. He goes bar down, it's 3-1. Russo's been quiet to this point. Here he logs his 9th of the season. And the Tide extend their lead. Here it comes again. Off the turnover. This was Russo all the way. But Donegan and Dowling are going to get helpers. The Devon prep goal, 9th of the season, scored by number 48, Braden Russo. Assisted by number 19, Daniel Donegan, and number 22, Danny Dowling. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 1 second in the third period. Russo's 9th from Donegan and Dowling at 3:01. Two-on-one coming the other way. Backhand from Melican, and he scores. Sean Melican with his 4th, bringing Salesianum back to within 1. Cross-ice feed. Little razzle-dazzle from Sean Melican off the Willis setup. And the Devon prep lead has been cut in half. Salesianum goal. His 4th of the season. Scored by number 19, Sean Melican. Assisted by number 14, Cameron Willis. And number 20, Michael Salucci. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 46 seconds in the third period. Melican's 4th from Willis and Salucci at 3:46. Delaware Sports Medicine power play coming up too. To add insult to injury, 4:14 into the third period. The Devon prep penalty was assessed to number 21, Ethan Hillenbrand. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 14 seconds in the third period. Hillenbrand, 2 for slashing at 4:14. Davis recovering at his own line. Salucci. Now to Willis. Willis dekes Rainey off his feet and finds Davis up the right wing boards. Davis looking for the equalizer. It's not going to be here as Wright squares up for the pause in play. $11:52 to go. $1:06 remaining on the Hillenbrand penalty. Face-off coming to Wright's left. Failed clear and a wide shot from Mercante. Puck rolls back into the neutral zone where Ethan Mercante recovers. He floats this to Callahan. Gutowski. Advanced up the middle, play was onside. Gravel blue attire trying to back his way into the near corner. Puck controlled by Dowling, and he risked this awkwardly up ice. Still enough to burn some time off the Hillenbrand slashing minor. 11:11 to go. In a 3-2 hockey game, Devon with the lead over Salesianum at Fred Rust Arena. Sal's took round one of this comparatively recent rivalry series. The Tide, thanks to goals from Hillenbrand, Eves, and Russo, with the upper hand here in round two. And this is going to come back offside with 10:50 to go. Four seconds remaining on the Hillenbrand slash. Face off just above the Devon Prent blue line. And we're back 5 aside with 10:40 to go in the third. Winchell to Willis to Davis. Von Pokchek nearly cleared the zone. Salucci dropped the puck off to Willis. His shot steadied by Wright. And some post-whistle extracurriculars. Drawing the intervention of Rob Savastano with 10:19 to go. Nothing too serious, though, as this is going to stay inside the Devon prep zone. Tide clear. This is going to come back an icing. So right back to where we started from indeed with 10:09 to go. Aiden Wright having saved 15 of the 17 Salesianum shots he's faced. Connor Davis to Willis off the draw, patrolling below the net and now working the left point. He tried to feed to Davis in a congested slot, but this is taken away. Dowling winds up and clears. Rabiger got taken off his feet, but the Tide managed to gain the zone. Matt Epperson working below the goal, bodied off the puck by Brennan. Hillenbrand protecting for the Tide and shooting. Pietro Paolo squares up to the near post for the save. And Winchell controls the rebound. He plays this ahead to Salucci up the left dots. Advancing pass through traffic. Davis knocked off his feet just upon gaining the Devon line. Back to center we go. And Sheff couldn't maintain Salesianum's momentum. We're nearing halfway in the third period. Devon Prep 3, Salesianum 2. Trying to weave his way in was Oliver Sheff from the left half wall. Russo intercepts a centering pass in the low slot, and he's going to carry this nearly 200 feet. He got stood up briefly by Sheff before he dumped the puck into the far corner and failed to chase it down. Coming back the other direction, this is Callahan. Out hustled by O'Rourke deep in the Devon zone. O'Rourke turns and clears. We're just past halfway in the third period. Salesianum with the upper hand early. Gave way to the Tide, giving up 2 unanswered to end the second period, and then the Tide and the Sal's trading goals here in the third, where we stand 3-2. Pucci on the good side of center with the dump and chase. The dump and change, rather. Fresh Tide players on. And O'Rourke, off a failed Salesianum breakout, sends this into the netting. And out of play. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. Schedule a free consultation. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. D'Italia threw the puck into the point. Albert shooting. Right says no. That's worth another look, friends. Right off the draw. Albert heading back into the slot. Reaches for a loose puck. Throws it on net. And Aiden Wright, after crossing to the near post, comes up with the save. 7.5 minutes to go. Devon Prep leading 3-2 over Salesianum. Sean Albert fed the puck by Gravel to Mitchell at the point. Back in low, Sean Albert walking the line. Gives way to a Dowling poke check. Downey Dowling hanging close to home on the defensive. This shot pinballed in off the stick of Mitchell. It was deflected net front away to the near corner. D'Italia winding up. That one, too, took a bounce at the top of the crease. And here comes Bach up the left wing boards to regain the Salesianum line, but he's kept at the wall by Blake D'Italia, who stayed right with him every step of the journey. 6:35 to go. Devon Prep 3, Salesianum 2. Failed centering pass intended for Braden Russo. Here comes Salucci. Angle to the corner, he feeds to Davis. This thrown in off the pads of Willis from the Sheff shot, and the follow-up is covered up as well. 6:11 to go in this one-goal hockey game. Draw to the right of Aiden Wright, who stopped 18 of 20. Sammy Pietropalo, not a bad day at the office, 26 saves and 29 shots. But it was that Braden Russo goal off a broken play at the Salesianum blue line, the Salesianum blue line, that's proving the difference maker to this point. Rabiger fanned on the puck, couldn't keep it in Devon Prep control. This is cleared by Brennan. Icing waved off. Micah checked off his feet behind the goal. Icing waved off by Castagliola off the long clear. Rabinger skating into the near corner. Trying to dig the puck free for Salesianum was Willis. Micah launches this in. It was wide. Delayed offside in effect. So that shot from outside the blue line is not going to count as a shot on goal. Winchell from the half wall. Got one on net. Nobody home for the rebound chance off Wright's leg pads. Here's Russo looking for another. Too much loft on it from in close. Yes, Pietro Paolo got a piece of it, but the trajectory was headed over the crossbar. O'Rourke with a slapper. 4:23 to go. Centering pass from Talon Vernacchio. Off the wayward shot, intercepted, and this will be cleared up the left wing boards by Mercante. 3-2, Devon Prep the advantage. Long throw in from center. Paddle down by Petey. And this is cleared. Gutowski swarms O'Rourke in the far corner. Albert blocks down that clearing attempt. Dowling picks the puck up into a 1-on-3. He puts on the brakes just over the blue line. He floats it into the far corner. And now Devon Prep pull back into the neutral zone to try to put a bow on this 3-2 hockey game with a neutral zone trap. Salesianum driving forward. The long shot from Albert was on target, steered wide by Wright. Rabiger coming out from his own slot, gains the red line before throwing the puck in. Pietro Paolo covers, and play is halted with 3:23 to go. Devon Prep with a 3-2 lead over Salesianum in this nip-tuck battle at Fred Rust Arena. Philadelphia Little Flyers girls hockey on the DHN tomorrow as the 16U Orange team take on the Colonials of New Jersey. That's at 4:15. And then the U14 Little Flyers host the New Jersey Devils. That game at 6 o'clock. Jordan Hirsch will have the call of both of them right here tomorrow on the Delaware Hockey Network. Pucci from the point. Denied by Pietro Paolo. Full broadcast schedule, as always, available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. .304 remaining. Sal's need to make something happen. Here's the man to do it. Connor Davis, net front feed. The backhand from Willis was wide. This is an icing. .249 to go. Well, we've got a moment to breathe, a chance to acknowledge the crew. Our videographer tonight, Mr. Jordan Hirsch. Our co-executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producers are Broadway Joe Sindoni and Trey Wright. Our production assistant is the stat man Eli Swope. And a whole host of others who work behind the scenes to make the Delaware Hockey Network what it is here in Season 10 of our coverage of Salesianum hockey. Thank you all for joining us. Buckle up for the home stretch. 2:20 to go. Blake D'Italia skips the puck off the left wing boards ahead to Brennan. The centering feed from Willis didn't make it to Davis in close. Shot from the top of the left circle, steadied by Wright, and this is cleared, no icing. Epperson putting the pressure on D'Italia for the hurry-up breakout. Brennan chases down the puck after he bobbled it right at the blue line, but it's taken away. This is cleared. Tide change with 105 seconds to go. Salucci drop pass to Henri Gravel. Gravel circles behind the net. Shot blocked from just above the left dot. Rabiger takes the puck away. He's got a one-on-one. Rebiger steered by Winchell to the near wall. Did take aim. Stick save from Pietropaulo. Final 80 seconds. And this is offside. 75 seconds to go. Salesianum timeout. And we're going to take ours too. We'll be right back.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury.
One minute, 15 seconds to go. Salesianum taking their timeout, trying to draw up a strategy to pot the equalizer on Aiden Wright, who has saved 21 of Salesianum's 23 shots to this point. Fred Rust Arena reaching a fever pitch. Donegan and Salucci in for the draw. Pietropaulo holding firm in the blue paint for the time being. Puck is down, and here we go. Willis pulls back behind his own goal after the Tide won the draw. Davis back to Willis. Rather, it was Melican back to Willis. Davis advances up the right wing boards. He's met by Bach at the line. Pietropaulo is off. The extra attacker is on. It is Gutowski. The Tide clear. Gutowski, Willis, Kropp, Melican to Salucci, top of the zone. The pass to Willis was broken up by Hillenbrand. 30 seconds to go. Scramble net front. This is cleared off the blocked shot. Savastano waves off the icing. Michael Salucci's got 20 seconds to go. Kropp couldn't reel in the stretch pass. Pucci protects in the far corner. We're down to the final 10. Puck squeaks loose. Gutowski, 11th hour shot, trying to bat it in net front. Was Melican again. But it goes into the netting and out of play with 3 seconds to go. Let's see this again. Final 3. Davis, Melican, Salucci for the draw. Gutowski. Puck is deflected to the near side, and that's going to do it. As the frozen Tide of Devon Prep outlast the late push from Salesianum to win 3-2. Tonight's final score, Devon Prep Frozen Tide 3, Salesianum 2. Final shots on goal. Devon Prep 35, Salesianum 21. Fans, it's time for the 3 stars of the game. Presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's 3rd star with 2 assists for Devon Prep, number 22, Danny Dowling. The number 2 star with a goal and an assist for Salesianum, number 19, Sean Melican. And the number 1 star of the game with the game-winning goal for Devon Prep, number 48, Braden Rousseau. A time-honored tradition between these 2 teams. The shared center ice prayer is after 51 minutes of a fast physical hockey game. Devon Prep and Salesianum unite as brothers for a shared word and a shared stick lift from both sides. That's going to do it for us on the Delaware Hockey Network. Again, the final score. Frozen Tide of Devon Prep 3, Salesianum 2. For Jordan Hirsch, for the entire crew, a special thanks goes out to Tim Dominic for the stats. As we go through the night, James Witherite saying thank you all for your company. We'll see you back tomorrow. Philadelphia Little Flyers girls hockey, a doubleheader, kicking off at 4:15 here on the Delaware Hockey Network, and all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Until then, we will catch you on the flip side. Good night.